Hey everyone, thank you
Hello.
for joining us.
Good evening.
Hello, it's been... What's wrong with the sound? What is wrong with the sound?
Uh-oh.
Do we sound okay?
Are y'all hearing sound issues?
Hopefully it sounds okay.
What does it sound like?
Tell us what it sounds like, please.
Tell us what you hear.
Sounds good. Okay, I saw somebody say sounds good. I'm just going to rely on that person. All right, sounds great. Excellent. Well, thank you.
Awesome.
Thank you for joining us today. We have a really exciting show today. We're going to be previewing Update 32, even though Update 31 just happened. We literally just launched it last week on consoles, but we're just going to go right into it. Always moving. It's like a speeding train that just doesn't slow down for anyone. But now I'm getting into personal things here. All right, let's go over...
Don't open it.
I know.
Don't go on the soapbox.
Gonna just move it away. Not even gonna talk about it, but we are gonna talk about what we're gonna talk about today. Nope, not that one. This one. There we go. All right. So today's show, we're gonna start off with. I know we're a little rusty. All right, it's been a couple weeks since we've done a stream. All right. Sheesh. We're gonna start off with
a lot going on.
I know. Tell me.
Fala, meus
It's
leves.
been more than a couple weeks, right?
No comecinho da live aí, tá?
Eu
tô compartilhando aí nos grupos. Se você puder compartilhar, me ajudar também.
Starting off with
Valeu.
some ESO news and a few updates and just some things that we want to let you all know about that is coming in the immediate future, we would say. And
first look at Deadlands with zone lead Tom Murphy.
And then we are going to get into previewing some of the new features coming with Update 32, joined by Creative Director Rich Lambert and our lead gameplay
Então vai
designer,
começar hoje.
Garrett.
Notícias e atualizações. Primeiro, vamos dar uma olhada no Deadlands DLC no final. Vai ter as novas features que vão vir pro jogo com o Rich mais tarde, que é o mais interessante. E tem essa promoção aí das coisas da Alienware. Estão colocando lá para sorteio, né? O aniversário da Gina ontem. A Gina é essa mulher que tá falando aí, que ela é a Community Manager do jogo, né? Ela é responsável por colocar os jogadores em contato com a equipe de desenvolvimento, né?
So Alienware donated these really cool items for us to give away during the stream. We have a headset, a backpack, a hat, an extra large mouse pad to go along with that awesome mouse, and of course a keyboard. So we will be giving those away a little bit later in the stream. Actually, just got them delivered like a half an hour ago on my doorstep.
Quem foi o melhor de PSBR Jazz?
Very large box.
Sei lá, mano.
So we're gonna do two of those, right?
O povinho do ursinho carinhoso eu nem manjo, cara.
Oh my gosh, why no worky? There we go.
Aí.
Yeah, we'll do two giveaways. We'll do the headset, the hat, and the backpack, and then later on in the stream, towards the end, we'll do the keyboard, the mouse, and then the mouse pad. So anybody can win. Just hang out and chat, and we'll do some keywords for everybody to join in. And of course, Twitch drops. We have those active today.
Não esqueça de abrir, né, o da Bethesda para ganhar o tá linkado, né, para você ganhar o Ouroboros, tá bom?
15 minutes and stick around with us because we have some cool stuff to show you today. But first, let's get into some news.
Yep.
What do we have going on?
We'll make it quick.
We will, because we know everybody wants to check out Deadlands and all the stuff we have today. So we do have
compartilhando aqui, galera, já dou atenção aí, tá bom?
Monday. It's mostly just some crash fixes. Oh, I forget what's in there. I'm getting them all mixed up with other stuff. So we'll just say, keep an eye out on Monday. We'll be publishing the patch notes at that point.
Tá, vai ter uma atualização segunda-feira, mas eu não lembro o que são. E já vai ter a modificação no Kill do Battleground. Não vai ter mais outras, né? Só vai ser Deathmatch. Começa segunda-feira e no PC e nos consoles vai ser na quinta. Só vai poder botar na fila Deathmatch.
I'm sitting here thinking like death mode, no, death something. Yes, deathmatch. My goodness. It's Friday, y'all. So that is going to go into PC, Mac, and Stadia on Monday, and then Xbox One, Xbox Series S and S, PlayStation 4, and PlayStation 5 on Wednesday. And also on Wednesday is a console incremental patch. So all the patches, all next week. Don't forget about those Battleground queue changes, which again, This isn't a solution. This isn't a permanent thing. It's just something we're trying out. We've seen a lot of people saying, like, hey, I only kind of want to do deathmatch. So we're going to give it a try, see how it goes, take in some feedback and data, and then when we have next steps, we'll let you know.
Yep, and then we put up the Update 32 Combat Preview today. You can find that on the official forums in the Combat category.
O preview do combate já está disponível, tá?
With Rob, one of our guests.
Não joga. Elas jogam PvE, né?
They might both talk about it. Now also we
Mas elas estão melhorando, estão tentando aprender.
Going on around our Trivium partnership. One of them is the Axe of Oblivion sweepstakes.
Estou falando sobre o torneio, né? O concurso da guitarra da Trivium, da banda que está com parceria com o ESO.
It's a really cool double neck God, I almost said axe. Guitar. It's kind of an axe guitar, isn't it? It's based on Mayron's Dagon's axe. And then we also have the ESO Rocks Out social campaign happening right now. And that is happening on the official ESO Twitter and Instagram account. We're doing activity prompts every 3 days. There's one going on right now where we're asking our players to put together their favorite heavy metal music playlists inspired by ESO and the Gates of Oblivion. Every 3 days, we randomly select a couple of winners, actually 3 winners, and they can choose from a selection of prizes. This is all detailed on the ESO website if you want to take a look. But we hope you'll participate.
Yeah, we've seen some really cool entries so far, like super creative, right? They've been really good.
E olha os pau que tá dando lá.
And we've got a few more prompts, and I'm really looking forward to seeing what everybody comes up with. Yes. It's been fun. And we actually had Trivium share a playlist of their own yesterday, which was really fun to see. And then next up, we have our next stream is going to be the big Gates of Oblivion year-end stream. We previously announced that is happening on
próximo stream vai ser dia 1º de outubro, que vai ser a última stream do ano.
Very soon. We are all working hard to prepare for it.
Just want to throw in that we are going to have other streams after this one. So
vai ter outras streams depois.
But it's going to be sort of a...
Não vai ser a última do ano, mas vai ser preparando o final do ano, tá?
I'll just leave it at what it says on the screen.
Tá?
Year-end stream for Gates of Oblivion. That's it. Not going to say anything else. All right, and then we it's always hard to juggle, like, what have you said publicly, what have you not said, like, even this, we went back and forth.
Isso é tudo desespero por causa do Black Desert, né, galera? Estão ligados, né? Desespero de tentar segurar a galera porque o Black Desert vai vir aí. Os novos membros do Stream Team aí, ó. Airi, Summer, Demon Cat, Daphne, Graceful, Liris, Mancave Gaming, Loctavian, Tesselitriz, Skinny Chicks, Down Whisper, Opério Productions e Minimari. Esses são os novos. Eles ganham alguns benefícios para eles, né?
See chat cheering on their favorite streamers. We have a lot of really good ones. That is awesome. Honestly. Yeah.
Congrats to everybody.
Yeah, it's been fun just trying to support some of the folks who support us so much. You know, it's the least we can do, right? So yeah, be sure and check them out. They're a good bunch. Last but not least,
indeed.
You know, we talked about how next week is all these patches, and it's been super busy, and gosh, we can't keep straight what we're doing, and we just released
BDO também tem, né? Não, é o New World. Eu falei BDO, desculpa, galera. Perdão.
Right now because we're actually launching Update 32 on PTS on Monday.
Eles vão lançar o update. Deixa eu ver se já tem. ESO Forums Update 32 PTS.
Check out the Deadlands and everything that we talk about today on our test server on Monday. Even though we just launched the chapter, so
3 patches next
week. Não tem ainda, né?
PTS, PC and console.
Não colocaram ainda do update 32. Não tá no fórum ainda.
And start giving some feedback. But first, we are going to show off a little bit of the Deadlands.
Vamos mostrar um pouquinho do Deadlands. Deadlands é o DLC do final do ano, tá, galera? Que mostra o reino de Oblivion do Mayron's Dagon, que é o que acaba, né, a aventura do ano. E esse é o Tom Murphy, que é o lead da zona. Ele faz os mapinhas, né?
Was on an ESO live years ago at this point, right?
Technically, yes, years ago.
It's been a while.
I think it was 2 years ago. Yeah.
I mean, we always joke about how time has no meaning anymore, but
True.
It just doesn't, right?
Nossa, hoje a Gina hoje ela tá nervosa, hein?
What is your kind of responsibilities and what's your role with bringing?
O que você faz como chefe de zona? O que é o lead zone faz?
What I do is kind of create.
Ele cria.
The initial, define the setting and the initial stories for the zone.
As histórias principais da zona.
Basically, shoulder to shoulder with our lead content designer, Jeremy
com os
Serra,
conteúdos de designer de conteúdo,
and our lore
e
master, Lemon Tuttle,
com o Lemon Tuttle, que é o Lore Master, e eles vão escolhendo quais são as histórias, para onde que vai o Elder Scrolls Online, áreas que a galera quer, que eles querem mostrar para os jogadores, tenta formatar todas essas ideias em um pacote coeso para as histórias e as aventuras que a galera pode participar enquanto está lá.
Oh, absolutely. Of course, we have a handoff from our chapter, in this case Blackwood, right? We have a lot of super cool plot hooks that we want to
tem várias histórias, plots que eles querem fazer, né? Vamos ver, deixar climaticamente satisfatório sobre a história do Gates of Oblivion.
Gosh, you mentioned our lore master, Lehman Tuttle. If anyone follows him on Twitter, oh my gosh, please read the latest chain of tweets. It is just a sight to behold. It's been a whole conversation about.
Tá falando sobre os últimos tweets do Tuttle,
like why males have more than females,
you know what?
And
nope. Leave it at that and let people go discover it.
Go look. It's something. It'll brighten up.
Dying earlier today.
That's what being a lore master is having very strong opinions about Netch tentacles.
Hey, if that's how he wants to spend his free time researching that, I'm all about it because it is very, very entertaining. I also want to caveat before we hop in and actually look at this live gameplay. We are still, many of us are still at home. We're pulling in a lot of different gameplay feeds and camera feeds and everything.
Aê, ganhei uma linda chest, obrigado, Bethesda.
If things are a little hitchy or if things seem a little bit off, we are, as always, doing the best we can. We just really want to make sure that we can give you all a nice preview today. So bear with us.
We will be on internal servers.
Yes, that too. Tom, did you want to hop in game and show some of this off a little bit?
Vamos mostrar pouquinho dentro do jogo.
I would love to show this place off because it is amazing. Every detail is so good. Right. So first stop, we're looking at a couple of different locations in the Deadlands DLC. This is one of our 2 delves called the Brandfire Reformatory, and I'm going to give a shout out to Kitty Hughes,
tem 2 delves novos,
Michael Otahay, and Brandon Rush, because they really knocked it out of the park with this piece of content. This delve is situated in the biome that I think most people think of when they are told that we're going to the Deadlands, right? It's this landscape that is fire and brimstone and huge Daedric fortresses and such. And we definitely wanted to take what fans loved about the Elder Scrolls Oblivion and bring it to the level of quality that ESO is famous for, right? So in our story, the Brandfire Reformatory is a Daedric fortress in the Deadlands that is given over to the Order of the Waking Flame, which is a cult of mortal petitioners to Mehrunes Dagon. People who have played the Blackwood chapter are probably very familiar with them. They also appeared in a bunch of the dungeons for the Gates of Oblivion storyline. But it's just, I mean, you don't want to call it beautiful, but I love walking through this space.
Deadly beautiful.
The amazing details. Yep. Yeah, exactly, right? Like, look at this breathtaking tree with all of the bones. You could just
the bone mobile.
Yep. A little chandelier of bones.
Exactly. So, I mean, this is the Order of the Waking Flame is a segue to, of course,
Bom, estou mostrando a conclusão climática da luta contra o Mayrones Dagon. E aí, Corte Vox, beleza? E aí? E aí, Nato? Bem-vindo. Então, isso aí é o DLC final, né? Eles estão trabalhando, ó. Tá vendo como tá travado? Tá parecendo meu jogo, tá bem realista, é assim mesmo. Lagado.
Oh yeah, gotta can't walk too slowly, even though you want to take it all in, right?
Hey Tom, is that your cursor in the middle of the screen, or is it mine? Does anybody see that, or is it just
probably me? It might be mine. There's a click focus thing. I'm sorry.
Oh, that's
I don't see it in my
No, it's fine.
But it probably is showing up on my capture.
Pretend I didn't even say it.
Hey. Yeah. So
anyway,
we have just like these breathtaking spaces, and I hope
esses espaços, né? Olha que legal. Olha o demônio fazendo acampamento.
I just want to showcase, yeah, so like that's a very familiar pillar of light you might see.
Isso aí não é o que a gente tá aguardando, ô Tom. Desculpa, sei que você não tem nada a ver com isso, Tom.
Nice. So this is a new feature going in with update 32.
Nossa.
Sky shards will appear on the map.
Não.
As well
Isso é pros campona, galera. Agora os Sky Shard vão aparecer no mapa também, ó. Parabéns, campona. Só demorou 7 anos. Não precisa mais jogar com o celular. Onde que tem? Deixa eu Sky Shard aqui, deixa eu ver. Sky Shard aqui. Não tem mais, galera. Vai estar no jogo base. Provavelmente jogarei. Eu sou do time de influenciadores do New World.
Over the delve
também, né?
on the world map or the zone map, I should say, and then like a POI, and again, apologies to Rich and Rob for stealing their thunder a bit. You know, this is like something that you discover if you get close to it. It shows up on your map, but it's not like it's always there. It's based on.
É isso que eles querem? Será que é isso que eles querem? Empolgar a gente, que vai mostrar Sky Shard no mapa? É isso?
And just to answer a couple questions I see popping up in chat, this is for PC and for consoles.
Por console também, tá, galera? Basicamente, eles... Qual os anúncios que tem aí legal? Ou esse aqui, vamos botar no jogo? Bora botar no jogo. Eles roubam os addons dos caras e botam no jogo, tá ligado? Essa é a tática. Vamos lá, meu filho.
Our exteriors are awesome in the Deadlands, but I love our interiors too. This is, of course, a Daedric Keep, so
tá, castelo da Édrico. Aí você pode ver que isso aí depois vai virar uma casa que você vai poder comprar também, né? Com Crown, seu castelo da Édrico, decorar ele. Não, é o cara tá streamando na versão de... Esse é o servidor... o servidor de teste, tá ligado, Cal? Quando a gente vai fazer os eventos, é esse servidor que a gente usa. É um servidor lá nas Animax mesmo, tá ligado? Que é de trabalho, então ele só tá no modo... Você vê que os mobs não agra, ele tá no modo de dev. Mas tá zoado mesmo. O frame tá zoadíssimo isso aí.
View them too highly, and so it will take whatever means necessary to try and
Skinner, valeu Skinner. Muito obrigado pelo follow. Também pro Sunrocks. Muito obrigado pelo follow também, Sunrocks.
So you can see this awesome scene. The headmaster of the reformatory is killed by Kinreeve here, who is just I love his armor. It's so cool. Like these are a type of enemy that are new to the DLC, and I don't want to give too much away. Obviously, it's so hard
os Kinreeve,
gush about everything.
Kinreeve que vai ter no negócio, né? Quem jogou Oblivion lembra dos Kinreeve, são tipo diferente da Hedra, né? Então vai ter uma armadura nova de Kinreeve.
That's awesome. Yeah, the fact that this is just a delve, like there's a whole zone.
Esse é o Brand Fire Reformatória.
Go into third person for the next one. And then we can zoom into first. That's okay. That's okay. I'm just really sensitive to it.
Ele tá jogando no console, né? Porque tá falando ali, ó. You can speak to other members of your guilds in the guild chat channel of voice chat.
Up close and personal with all the details, you know.
Totally get it. It's a great way to look at it.
Yeah.
And while this
place to show. Yeah.
I was going to say, while the next one is loading, I do just want to kind of remind everybody that we are pulling in this gameplay from another location on an internal server, and we're still streaming.
Tô explicando que tá pegando, tá puxando do servidor, e tá aparecendo um pouco, né? E tá dando tempestade lá fora, então.
Less than ideal.
Por isso que tá com o frame zoado.
Streaming experience, but we are doing the best we can. But just keep in mind that it will run a lot smoother once you're able to actually get in there yourself and play on Monday on the test server if you are so inclined. You can hop in and check it out. And want to remind everybody that probably after Tom is done doing his preview, we are going to be doing this giveaway for some Alienware goods.
Depois de terminar isso aí, eles vão fazer o sorteio do Alienware.
The headset, the backpack, and the hat. We will give these away. So hang tight. If you're really excited to win some Alienware stuff, we are going to be doing it very soon. And then towards the end of the stream, we'll give away the other items. So we hope that you'll stick around because they are pretty cool.
Sorry, there's just too much good stuff, and the tiny tube that we use to deliver it from our servers to your PC is such a tiny tube. So
that's all good.
You know, one of the really cool things, and I don't want to spoil too much, but maybe we'll just kind of touch on it for a second. One of the really cool things going into the zone are these things called wandering executioners, and they're like they're essentially like wandering world bosses, but harder, I think.
That's right. They are, yes, so they're like a World Boss Plus, I would say, and we just wanted to create this, you know, the idea that the Deadlands is inhospitable and a trial to not only reach, but also to subsist in, right? So we had this idea that, like, if you stay in one place too long, you risk running afoul of these Havoc-Crawl executioners, these giant imposing monsters that take no prisoners, right? They will.
Eu tô explicando que Deadlands, que é o demônio, que são os inimigos que são executados, que são covardes. Ele é o demônio do. Quem jogou Oblivion já tá cansado, tá careca de saber isso aí, né? Então.
In addition to our classic world bosses, which we have two, that players can go out and challenge if they seek to. These guys bring like a new sense of threat to exploring.
I love that.
Zone.
Yeah. It gives a sense of danger to the whole zone. How can you tell the difference between?
Pior que essa aqui, tá ligado? Essa aqui é Community Manager. E essa Senior Community Manager. Mas quem manda é essa, tá ligado, Cal? É muito louco isso, cara.
Map reinforcement via the UI, and they'll just always be in that spot. You can go there, and the spawner will be up, the boss will be available for you to face down. And then these guys, you know, they're constantly on a patrol, basically around the zone.
Vai ter uma patrulha de boss que fica andando na zona. Então você tem que tomar cuidado, porque você não pode puxar. Eles podem chegar e te atacar e você nem. Você pode estar mexendo no teu bag e de repente. Vem os executores aparecem para te atacar.
I mean, we also wanted to make sure that, like, you know, if you do have to step away from the keyboard or something, that you're not just going to get ganked. So there's a balancing act, but we wanted to create a little sense of dread, right? Like, it's called the Deadlands. It's not called the Happy Good Time Funlands.
No, right, so oh my gosh, why? So, gonna go off topic for a second. My notifications keep popping up, even though I muted it. And Outlook has been doing this thing all day where, like, even though I see the emails and they're in my inbox and they've been there for a while, Outlook decides, I'm just going to notify you of all these emails that came in the past hour. And it just doesn't stop. Yeah. I don't know how to make it stop. It's been doing it all day. So, and I don't want to close. Well, you know what? I'm just going to close it. I'm that person that, like, I'll start typing an email and then go to something else and I just have it sitting in my thing unsent. So it's okay. So anyway, if anyone was like, oh, somebody's notifications, it's me. Guilty. Sorry.
It's a me.
It's a me. There it is again. I'm just gonna close this.
I'm gonna use a classic Tom lack of segue to just start talking. If that's okay.
Please do.
Yeah, let's go.
So
let's go.
We had volcanic Deadlands. We've seen from the Elder Scrolls Oblivion. That's obviously a classic biome, but we weren't satisfied with just, sort of revisiting the memories of old Elder Scrolls games. We wanted to contribute something new to the lore. And so we
é que ele tá rodando no celular, tá ligado, Cal? Vai ter... A surpresa é essa, versão de ESO pra celular, entendeu? Eu acho que é no PlayStation. Eu acho que é no PlayStation.
Really embodies the core ideals of the Stage of Prince. And we talked back and forth about how we can provide like visual variety and cool like identity to the various places that players can go in this zone, and we came up with a different biome that we call the Sever, which is informed by like torrential storms and shearing winds and a very different kind of destruction and disaster than a volcanic eruption or a magma lake. And so that's sort of what we're seeing here. And in addition to that, we're also seeing our main friendly settlement in the Deadlands, which we call Wretched Spire, which you can see this sort of point of interest in the distance, this listing.
Olha o tempo que demora, Cal, pra mudar a visão. Olha que agonia, moleque. Como deve ser ruim jogar no console.
I will not, because I want players to discover as much of this place as they can on their own. But awesome. We at ZOS thought long and hard about how we could, there's a lot of gameplay advantages to having a friendly place for players to go in the Deadlands so that they could trade and meet up and not have to worry about, for example, Havoc Roll executioners don't come here. But like, how does that make sense in the lore? And I worked a lot with various members of the team to kind of help justify this place's existence.
Então tem criaram uma cidade demoníaca, tá ligado? Pra justificar a criação dela, eles criaram um lore no bagulho. Então vai ter essa cidade aí que é um Spire, é o Spire of não sei o que vai ser a cidade onde vários tribos, né? Tem pousada, tem... Tá vendo? É tipo uma favela. É tipo o Rio de Janeiro, mas... Vai ter o Rio de Janeiro agora, mano. Vai ter a favela da Rocinha. Não é? Olha lá, a favela ali.
These are cultists who did manage to escape. These are slave workers that managed to
São os escravos que conseguiram escapar, tá ligado? Eles fizeram uma cidade. É tipo um quilombo. É o quilombo fugindo do Merrunes Dagon. Wretched Spire é o nome.
Players will come through here multiple times on the main story. There's of course a big quest that goes into the specifics of the relationships in this town.
Vai ter quest que vai contar quem, né, você descobrir mais sobre as pessoas que moram e habitam nesse lugar, tal. Os jogadores vão se divertir bastante. Acho que não se jogar nessa merda aí, né, o bagulho. Olha, moleque, travando. Olha lá, vamos ver, ó. Vamos ver o tempo. Pode fazer um miojo e voltar. Olha, foi rápido. Caralho. Acho que esse é um One X, hein, Cal? Carrega rápido assim.
Tom, before you hop too deep into the flea pits, which honestly, I don't know anybody that's going to be hanging out there. But regardless, I wanted to start our first Alienware giveaway because we do want to make sure that we get through everything today. So if anybody wants to enter to win some of the Alienware items that we have today, we're going to keep the keyword nice and easy. It's just Alienware. All one word.
Alienware, ó. Escreve Alienware aí no chat pra ganhar o... Aline não. Alien...
While Tom continues through, you can go ahead and enter into the first giveaway. And when Tom is finished, we will draw a winner. So, Tom, I'm so sorry for interrupting.
Recebi uma mensagem.
You'll have to tell me when to stop, because if you let me, I'll show off this whole zone. It's just so amazing to walk through.
So is this a delve?
This is not.
Já pensou? Mas eu faço de propósito mesmo. Tá ligado? Que aí eu dou meu endereço do meu brother que mora lá, ele manda pra mim, tá ligado?
There's a bunch of quests.
Se você acha que eu vou ganhar alguma coisa? Ganha nada, não.
Hole up in Wretched Spire, and sometimes they need things on the wrong side of the tracks, which is where we are for sure. So, it's not quite a delve; it's a story location, but there's, I would say, stories location. Yeah. One thing we definitely wanted to do with the designs of our spaces was
dá agonia, né?
It's not just like
dá uma agonia.
Delve, right?
Não, em mods, Europa também, Canadá, primeiro mundo, né? Bananil não. Bananil não rola. Bananil, quer ver, ó? Deixa eu mostrar aqui, ó. Mano, mas tá dando agonia mesmo. Sincero, não tô zoando, cara. Tá me dando agonia. Tá me intrigando, tá ligado? Esse gameplay aí. Meu Deus do céu, cara, de campona. Que agonia.
Like Cold Harbor in that it is a part of Oblivion, right?
This is part of the Deadlands. Yeah.
Right.
I mean, Cold Harbor is the domain of Molag Bal.
Ó, estão fazendo um sorteio disso aqui, tá vendo? É a bolsinha, boné e... O que é isso aqui? As pedras do dragão. Aí você clica pra ver, ó. Olha que legal. Sorry, this campaign is not available in your location. Sorry. Tá ligado? I am sorry.
His domain
que
is
triste.
Dynamic. Like there's lightning crackling, there's magma spewing. Yeah. Molag Bal is like despair and dread, and it's very still. It's almost like a tomb, right? Like you can just feel.
O problema é aquele, né, mano? Para os caras mandar o bagulho pra cá, fica preso em Curitiba, tá ligado? Tem que pagar taxa, o bagulho é mó. Nossa, meu amigo.
Because any minute, like either a monster's going to show up, or a plant is going to ensnare you, or lightning's going to strike you. We wanted to make sure that the philosophy of the man in charge, the Daedra in charge, was here every waking moment.
Ai, beleza, Tom. Nossa, moleque, me deixou depresso esse. Olha esse.
Somebody stop me.
Awesome. Somebody stop me. All right, so I saw somebody in chat asking, like, why is everyone typing Alienware? It's because we love Alienware. But we're also doing a giveaway for some Alienware items. So we are going to draw a winner very soon. So if you would like a chance to enter in, enter in now, because we're about to press that button.
Vai saber que é tudo fraude no Brasil, né, mano?
3, 2, 1, no.
All right.
Os caras têm...
3, 2, 1, I picked a winner. I'm going to lock it. There we go.
Né, Fabiana? Tipo isso.
Winner is Sazakala.
Sazakala, parabéns, Sazakala.
I love Sazakala too.
Sazakala.
So a Alienware headset, a backpack, and what was the other thing? A hat. So
ganhou headset, a mochila e o boné.
And get your information. I'm trying to be realistic here. And we will do another Alienware giveaway a little bit later in the stream. But for now, I think we are going to say goodbye to Tom.
Adeus, Tom.
And thank you.
Sharing your time with us today. Yeah.
An immense pleasure. I am so pumped for players to be able to check out the Deadlands.
Que legal, eu tô muito empolgado, preocupadíssimo para os players jogarem.
This is really cool. I can't wait to. This is such a nice little peek at some of the areas that players can
Por enquanto, Vlad, a grande novidade é que vai aparecer os Skyshard no mapa.
Tom, thank you again.
Tá ligado? Do jogo, não precisa mais botar a dom pra ver os Skyshard. Ou seja, os camponas vão poder ver onde tem Skyshard sem ficar usando o celular. Por enquanto foi isso.
So we're just going to say bye to Tom, and then we're going to say hello to Rich and Rob, just like this. And there they are.
Muito bem, aí chegou o Rob e Rich Lambert.
Hello.
Oh, I was trying
magic.
I was trying really hard to find like some sort of fancy like I don't know, 5-second, look at this cool thing or whatever, but it just didn't work out and we ran out of time. So this was fine.
It was perfect.
Doing it live.
Thank you. Doing it live. Exactly. That's how we do here. So.
Boa tarde, Covocum.
Hi, guys.
No. Rich and Rob.
É agora, hein? Vai ser agora o grande momento da revelação.
Director for ESO, and Rob is our lead gameplay designer. So, Rob, as a lead gameplay designer, what are all the teams that you kind of help oversee for ESO?
O que ele faz como lead gameplay designer?
I am fortunate to have a role where I'm overseeing our gameplay design teams, which includes combat design,
design de combate, sistema de design de sistema, design de monetização,
product teams where we actually have. I mean, nothing's made by just designers, right? Like
todo mundo ajuda a fazer.
We have engineers and artists and producers.
Os artistas fazem. Produtores.
I also help with organizing some of those teams so that we can actually deliver awesome things to you, the ESO fan.
Para vocês que são fãs do ESO.
Nice. All right, so should we well, how about this? Before we dive into some of the new features coming with update 32, let's touch on the combat preview, because that is something, as Jess said, that we published earlier today. Rob, did you want to give just kind of an overview of a lot of the combat changes that are going in?
Sure, we'll do like a high
Vamos falar pouquinho sobre o preview das mudanças de combate. Não vai falar muitos detalhes, né? Mas vai falar. Já está no fórum o combate preview.
But I'll summarize some of the big beats here. First off, there's the combat team had two primary goals that they are attacking. This isn't the only thing that they're doing, but the two sort of big ticket items was actually they're continuations of work we've been doing in previous patches. The first one is continuing to try to balance
balancear, né?
Make them more healthy for the game in both PvE and PvP. And then stat hybridization. And what we mean by that is the game for a long time has highly encouraged players, especially as you get deeper into the game, to focus entirely on
isso aqui, tá, galera? Deixa aqui, ó, no link pra vocês, quem quiser dar uma olhada, tá? Provavelmente vou fazer um vídeo sobre, tá bom?
What we've been trying to do is make some changes that afford a little bit, open things up a little bit so that players can have a little more freedom of choice in what they're putting on their bars and what type of sets they're using and that type of thing.
Vai dar mais liberdade para os jogadores escolherem os sets e o que eles põem na barra.
What we're doing is most of the changes are designed to reduce the potential for burst combos that result
vai reduzir o combo de burst,
scenario where multiple sets
onde vários sets com os efeitos colocam ao mesmo tempo. Você cria esse efeito e isso não é muito saudável, né? Eu acho que eles estão sabendo, né? É.
For sure. So there's going to be a cooldown in place that
fala aí, Adriana, seja bem-vinda.
Certain effects that are very similar from happening simultaneously. It's not a long cooldown, but there's a lot of details on this. It's not something I'm going to explain in full right now. In fact, our combat preview doesn't even explain it in full. What we're focusing on right now is talking about like the goals and the overall strategy for this. You'll see all the details of the changes and all the different sets that would be affected by this and such. When we
Brendo, Michael, obrigado pelo follow também.
Which, as you've already said, is Monday, so we're very close.
Então vai estar disponível no PTS segunda-feira para testar essas mudanças.
Changes that we're doing here related to the balance is instituting a hard cap on critical damage and healing. So this doesn't affect crit chance, it only affects critical damage and healing. There will be a hard cap there. What we're trying to do is create an incentive for players to invest
cura
their
e no dano crítico.
Into other stats. And not just crit,
então não vai ficar só no crítico e fica muito eficaz e não é saudável pro jogo.
However, we are going to also combine with this. We're sort of reverting a change that we did before, which is that proc sets that scale with weapon damage, spell damage, magicka, and stamina. A while back we remove the ability for those sets to critical strike, we are re-enabling that.
Então vai voltar, os sets vão
changes.
poder critar.
And so that's mostly what we're doing for the item sets. Again, the combat preview won't actually even cover.
Eles não sabem o que fazem, tá ligado? Eles não sabem. E você vê na cara deles, né? Não tem mais.
On the hybridization side of things, this is a pretty significant change, and I know there's going to be a bunch of theory crafters who start crunching on this and thinking about the implications of it. But all item sets that grant stats will now grant hybrid stats. So an example of this would be,
todos os stats que dão stats vai dar híbrido. Se algo dava weapon damage, o mesmo set vai dar spell damage. Você não precisa fazer nada, vai mudar dessa forma.
Oh, you did it!
I totally did it. Oh man.
Yes.
Okay.
I know. I wanted to say it, and I'm like, I'll just let it go, but then I couldn't resist.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. So yes.
Well, it's automatic, right?
Yes, the sets will be updated to do this. So we know these are big changes, and people are going to have lots of questions, and the theory crafting is going to be exploding and stuff.
Ô, Hakai, fala aí, Hakai. Saudações. Mother Sorrow híbrido. Sim, basicamente é isso, né? Porque ele dá critical. Mas já tem, né? O Leviathan é o Mother Sorrow, né? Tá ligado? Segunda-feira vai dar pra ver as notas da atualização e aí vai ter bastante mudando. Ele vai poder baixar o PTS e testar.
Awesome, thank you, Rob. So Gina and I are going to go over some additional quality of life features that are coming with updates.
Tem algumas outras atualizações de qualidade de vida que virão no 32, né? A primeira, para quem perdeu, é que agora vai dar para achar os Sky Shards no mapa no jogo, não precisa de addon.
Sky Shard icons are now going to appear on your map and on your compass when you get close to them. That is for all platforms.
Vai aparecer na bússola e no mapa quando você chegar perto.
You'll see it on where the delve is on your overland map, and then when you go into the delve, it'll
quando você entrar, ela vai mudar no mapa do delve também vai ter.
A little clarification on that also is that they effectively work like POIs.
Vai ser pontos de interesse. Quando você chegar perto, vai aparecer no mapa.
There is something where it works a little differently though, is that by default, once you have collected a Sky Shard, it will disappear from your map.
Depois que você coletar, ela vai sumir do seu mapa para não ficar. Na versão é igual no addon, né? Porque senão o cara vai lá, ué, mas eu não consigo pegar esse Sky Shard, já pegou. E elas vão ficar no guia da zona, né? Quando você abre o mapa e tem lá os quests e tal, aquele negócio que quer completar vai estar lá também. Quando terminar, ele vai mostrar. E vai mostrar, olá, vai pegar os Sky Shards.
We are also adding dark anchors and incursions, all the dark anchor type content to the map as well. Are they going to work the same way as that, Rob?
Kind of. I mean, so if anyone's wondering, incursions is the term we use that describe all of the world events, regardless of where they are, like dolmens, geysers, harrow storms.
Yeah.
What this does is it allows the player to actually see which ones currently are active on the map.
Vai mostrar o que está acontecendo.
So dragons already did.
Tem ó, dragão, geyser, dolmen, todas as incursões que eles chamam, né? Essas invasões aí vão aparecer no mapa também.
Guild vendor and actually all system mails, but we know guild vendor mails are usually the main one. The team has updated those so that they are nearly instant.
Agora vai ser bem mais instantâneo para chegar as coisas. Você compra a coisa, aparece já no teu bag. Você não precisa trocar. Você comprou um negócio, não precisa passar de zona.
It'll just
more
work.
Instant gratification.
Yes. Something else that's kind of cool is we have some changes coming to combat music. We're kind of making some making some additional options here. So you'll be able to choose if you want to hear all combat music, if you only want to hear boss combat music,
você vai poder escolher qual música de combate você quer escutar, se você quer trocar ela, só toca a música de boss, só toca isso. Você vai ter um poder maior de escolher as músicas. Vai ter novos 3 itens míticos. Vai ser mesmo sistema de Antiquities, Deadlands, né? Provavelmente vai vir aquele ringue de pegar recursos. Nas notas de patch vai trazer o que eles fazem, né? Provavelmente um deles é um anel que é para pegar recursos.
I think Rich kind of like started to spill the beans on this a little bit.
Right.
Maybe like a week or 2 ago or something, and we all wanted to just smack him for it. But do you actually want to speak?
I can. So yeah, like I guess it was a couple of weeks now.
Essa é a grande revelação.
Item set collections, and there's something coming with that. And so Rob, if you could just kind of show the screen. What we have now is a summary screen for item set collections, which is really cool. It shows you progress. I'm pretty stoked about this.
Mostra quantos tem.
Individual categories, and away you go. It takes you right to them. Awesome. So that is the thing I was super excited about.
Era isso?
Yeah.
And Rob has them all collected and unlocked.
I have them all. Yeah, sorry. So this is again internal servers. I'm on a special character template.
Era isso? Jura que era? Não, é sério? É sério que é isso?
Like when you've done all the
Você clica no bagulho e ele vai pro lugar.
Man,
é isso.
Such a troll. There's more coming, but we're gonna go into other stuff first. So don't worry, chat. There's a lot more coming. Don't worry.
Yeah.
Oh, and here we'll just go ahead.
Mano.
Just to prove. Yes. This works on console as well.
Yes.
Funciona no console também.
Nice. Very cool.
É sério isso, mano? Você botou olhinho pra hypar essa merda? É sério. Quando que vai lançar o New World mesmo? Que dia que é o New World? Dia 21, né? Primavera.
Seriousness though, like we have some other really cool things coming.
Yes.
One of them involves some pretty cool rendering tech that is going to be coming up, and that is
dia 27, 28.
So for those that don't
vai
know
ter
DLSS
no jogo.
Some really cool tech by NVIDIA. It's called Deep Learning Super Sampling, and basically what it is for any RTX Generation 2 or 3 series that has the capabilities to run this. You'll be able to go into your video settings in anti-aliasing and choose DLSS. When you do that, you can also toggle between quality balance and perf, and what that does is allows the game to run at a lower resolution.
O jogo vai deixar você escolher, você vai poder usar, quem tem RTX vai poder usar DLSS, vai melhorar bastante quem tiver essas versões, né?
It's cleaner, it's crisper, and it's just really crazy tech.
Yeah.
So we're really excited to be able to do that. And while we were working on that tech, we also were working with NVIDIA on some new tech that we are going to be the first game that's ever done this before. This is debuting their
Isso é interessante, ó.
and it's called DLAA.
DLAA.
And basically what that is
Deep Learning Anti-Aliasing.
Deep Learning Anti-Aliasing.
Caralho, que da hora. Primeiro jogo que vai usar isso aí.
Kind of concept. You won't get
é o mesmo conceito de usar
this, but what you get is just
o DLSS.
Incredible anti-aliasing with this.
Mas vai trazer anti-aliasing novo aí.
That don't know what aliasing is or anti-aliasing is, it's basically those jaggies you see on a lot of the images on the straight lines and whatnot. That's just an artifact of
Mas não muda o fato, né, Cal? Primeiro jogo a oficialmente receber suporte de DLSS. Supremacia ESO, manja? Você acha que eles foram? Manda pro Hunt? Não. Manda pro Lineage 2? Não. Manda pro ESO. NVIDIA. Eu te amo, NVIDIA.
And these are just NVIDIA cards, you said, right?
Just NVIDIA cards.
Só pra NVIDIA.
RTX 2000 or RTX 3000.
RTX 2000 ou 3000, que só existe essas, né?
Okay.
Pois é. E a AMD?
On PTS if everyone wants to try it out, if you have the applicable cards that you can use, you'll find these in the video settings, and you can enable them in there.
Vai ter essa possibilidade de você usar isso aí no
how everything works and what you think of it.
Settings no PC.
Yeah.
Shall we move on to the next thing? Because I'm pretty excited about this next
please.
one.
Então é isso, ó. Agora sim.
That other people are gonna probably be even more excited than I am. So,
yeah.
Rich,
so
is this something you want to talk about?
This is the thing that I almost leaked.
Foi isso que ele quase... ele tava zoando, era bait, galera, o bagulho. Ô, Vlad, tá aí ainda? Calma, Vlad.
I mean, when you're talking on stream, it's hard to, you know...
Estavam fazendo stream, quase deixou escapar.
So basically, what this new technology does for us is helps ease the pain of acquiring item sets.
Uma nova tecnologia que ajuda. Nossa, moleque, olha que puta que pariu. Não acredito nisso, mano. Eu vou chorar, caralho. Fez 500 runs e não pegou o bagulho. Até depois.
Transmute has helped with that. The item set collection system has helped with that. But you're still kind of at the mercy of RNG, you know? Hello, Medusa, Inferno stuff.
Então vai ter um esquema, lembra que eu tinha falado lá, igual no Diablo, que você troca os itens?
So we wanted to improve that. And we wanted to, you know, reduce that kind of pain of, oh, this is
de ter que ficar fazendo o bagulho, tenta fazer e não consegue pegar.
And so I know everybody in chat, because I can see right now, everybody in chat is going, oh my god, tokens, tokens, tokens. It's actually not tokens. It's
não é tokens, não é sistema de tokens.
What we're going to do is we're leveraging the sticker book or item set collections, and you know, use that to help curate the RNG for these item sets.
Então ele vai ajudar. Entendi, mano. Se você já tem o bagulho, ele só vai dropar o que você não tem. Caralho, moleque. Ô, Glória, só que tá ligado, né? Fudeu o mercado da galera que vende guia. Acabou, né? É o lado ruim da parada. Olha, tá faltando tal bagulho. Eu já tenho esse, porra, vai ser a dropa dos que não tem. Caralho, mano. Caralho. Aê, porra.
So you're progressing through, you know, you're guaranteed after a certain number.
Depois de um certo número de sete, você vai pegar a peça que você precisa. Era essa peça? Era essa peça que você queria? Aê, caralho, puta que pariu, finalmente. Ó, tem algumas coisas sobre. Depois que você pegar tudo, aí volta RNG normal, tá ligado? A fonte só vai dropar os originais. Então, por exemplo, não adianta você ficar matando o mesmo chefe, que ele não vai dropar. Tipo, o último boss dropa a arma, você tem que fazer o último boss pra ver se dropa. Pô, mas é legal, moleque. Oh, maravilha, cara. No 32, Cal. Calvo com, né? Não Cal. Cortex.
You know, the bosses, the end of round chests, those kinds of things are curated. Overland set drops and incursions. So those I was gonna say events, but events isn't the right thing. So dark anchors and things like that. You know, those places where you go to get a particular item. Those will be curated. Monster mask drops from bosses will also be curated.
As máscaras dos Monster Boss vai ficar legal, mano.
RNG in the system. So
coisas
treasure chests, those will still be random. Base pop
chest tesouro.
So, you know, base pop drops or has a chance to drop everything.
So
rather than, you know, fishing for drops through base pop, you know, you're not going to do that, and
não vai funcionar.
Not going to have that. So monster shoulder, you know, chests, bags, Cyrodiil bags, set boxes, and IC.
Caixa de quando você vai em Cyrodiil comprar do cara, não vai funcionar, entendeu? Não vai. Mas muito legal isso aí, hein? Porque vai ajudar você, pô, finalmente, você já tem o de Frost, já tem o Light, não falta só o Fire, e não dropa. Aí reduz a chance dele vir. Aumenta a chance dele vir, quer dizer. Muito bom, muito bom. Então não é token nem é Kadala. Igual do Diablo. Vai dar pra encher as barras bem mais rápido agora. Não, Skinner, funciona pra tudo. Desde Overland, todo tipo de set, item set. Aqui tem lá em Ciro, muitos não sabem disso, mas tem um vendedor em Cirodil que vende os equipamentos, os bags, por exemplo, bag de Bancorai. Aí vem 3 sets de Bancorai. Você pode comprar por AP e tentar pegar o item, tá ligado? Esses não vai funcionar, entendeu? É só lutando mesmo no mapa. Mas tem mais.
There's one more thing. There's lots more. One more thing we want to talk about. I don't really know how to introduce this, so I guess maybe I'll just hop over and show Rob's game, I guess, right?
Sure.
Yep.
Sure.
How about that?
Ready, set, go, Rob.
Ready, set, go.
Let me here before I show anything.
Look.
We don't. No. You can leave it on there. I want to talk a little bit about what we're trying to do here with this. I'm super excited about this, by the way. This is a thing we've been working towards for a while. The team has been pounding away at this, and it's exciting to be able to represent the team in showing off this new thing. So ESO's big game, right? Like, it's gotten really big. We've been, 7 years now? 8? I've lost track.
2014, yeah.
There are a ton of activities in the game, right? There's a ton of zones, quest content. There's PvE, PvP, Cyrodiil, Battlegrounds, dungeons, trials, arenas. There's so many different activities to participate in.
And lots of item sets.
And lots of item sets. But the thing is that there can be, because there's so many things to do, and
tem muita coisa pra fazer no jogo, né?
To behave a certain way in each
Você
activity,
quer que o seu personagem
friction when you want to switch your activity or even
você
your
quer
role
trocar
within an activity, right? For example,
de função, né? Então você quer fazer um personagem.
tanking in a
Por exemplo,
dungeon,
meu
I want to be able to heal in a dungeon.
o Rolf
So,
tá de DPS PvE pra fazer trial. E aí eu quero ir pra PVP. Aí tem que fazer respec. Eu já entendi. Eles vão fazer aquele esquema de você vai ter um role separado, tá ligado? Você pode deixar um spec pra PVP e spec pra PvE, sabe? É, tipo isso. É igual o que a gente tem, né, Du? Já tem o Dressing Room que faz.
Additionally, even if you if you're just playing with a single character, you're just trying to like tweak your build, right? Like, I'm working on a dummy, I'm trying to improve it, I'm going to try to tweak some things, and even that can take time and cost, right? Like, you need to respec and those types of things, and that takes time and effort and like in-game currency, right? So now PC players, I'm sure, I'm not even reading the chat, but I'm assuming that they're like, we have, we use add-ons for this, and there are add-ons for PC. They mitigate some of that friction, not all of it. And console players don't have access to add-ons at all.
E os jogadores de console não têm acesso a esses add-ons.
And created something that we call
Armory Station. Ó, igual no DC Universe Online, tá ligado?
You'll actually notice I'm in.
Ó, tem build 1, build 2, healer.
I'm in an in-room right now. Everyone has access to
isso vai estar no jogo base, não precisa ter DLC nem nada, tá?
Mess with this in your in-room. So the Armory is a
system
that allows you to manually save and load.
Você vai poder salvar e trocar de
So what is a build, right?
What's
it's basically you can see stuff on the screen here. It's your skill bars, your champion points, your attributes, your gear.
Os pontos, né? Champion point, equipamento, veneno, outfit, tudo salvo numa coisa só. Com certeza. Já tá ali, ó. Unlock new build slot, tá vendo, Adriana?
This furnishing is free. You get it in the Crown Store, but it is free. And you place it in your home. So here I'm in the Pilgrim's Rest in the inn in Leowin, and I've placed my station here. And the first thing you have to do when you interact with this is all the builds will be blank when you start. And
Todos os builds vão estar em branco.
I have kind of a tank character set up on this character right now. And when you go to your build, you'll see it's prompted. And also, I decided to show the console UI here first this time. For all the console players out there.
It looks really nice.
Vou mostrar primeiro pros Campona.
You go here and you can save the build. You can see I'm
Mamando Campona, olha lá.
And once you save it,
você quer salvar o build, olha lá, salvou.
It is now shown on there. You can rename this. You can actually
você pode renomear, né?
Icon to it and change
botar ícone e tal, como você quiser, né? Mudar o ícone.
You can see all the cool icons we made for this.
That's cool. I actually didn't know that part.
Yep. So we can rename the builds and save the icons, and now this thing is just stored, right?
E aí salvou o build.
Once you have a build saved, you can then load it, and you get to bypass all of the costs associated with that.
No e aí você não precisa ficar pagando respec, tá? Vai no shrine, nada disso. Não precisa gastar o respec do champion.
So, one click.
Yes, with one click, you can
Beautiful.
do this. Yes. So, I already mentioned this, that it will handle curses. For example, right now, I am not a vampire or a werewolf. However, one of my builds here, I actually called werewolf, and I gave it a cool little icon. If I decide to load that
build, dá pra pegar até se é lobisomem, tipo, num build você é lobisomem, no outro você não é. Entendeu? Aí ele vira lobisomem, ó.
It does it all, and you'll notice that I now have lycanthropy.
Yeah.
So,
e aí ele virou lobisomem. Dá pra você manter lobisomem, versão normal, né? Legal isso.
You'll see I have a different set of gear here.
O set de gear diferente.
Werewolf and vampire gracefully. There's also a couple things that are not shown in the UI here that it also is saving. It actually will save your quick slots. So whatever you have
salva os quick slots também.
Will also be saved here by
então as poções que você usa, etc.
Your skill point allocation.
Não é como o Dressing Room, não. Ele muda total, né? Provavelmente, Skinner, os dois primeiros builds são gratuitos. Os outros você tem que comprar, né?
Champion points, everything.
Ó, Champion Point, stat, se é vampiro, se é lobisomem.
Yep. What's that?
Oh, I'm sorry. When you first went into this, did it autosave what was on your character initially, or did you just set that up ahead of time?
I had set up some builds ahead of time. When you first open up the armory, nothing will be saved. We actually have put some help in for this, because if you actually went and tried to load an empty build, it would just wipe out everything you're wearing, and you'd have to like redo everything. So there is a help note there's a note in the beginning. It's like, hey, the first thing you should do is probably save your current build before you start messing with anything. So, yes.
Ele dá aviso com medo, né, de que vai dar problema no...
It does do champion points. I saw chat asking a lot, like, what about CPs? So yes, champion points.
Yep.
Também faz champion points.
Got this, all your CP stars and the
as estrelas,
the slotted stars,
os slots,
is handled by the system.
Os skills, os equipamentos.
Thinking about even back when we were building the champion system, right? Like we've been building towards this. Yeah. So there are some limitations though.
Tem algumas limitações,
you may have noticed that there are some items that are in red here.
Tem alguns itens que estão em vermelho ali.
In order for the system to equip the items for a build, those items must be in your inventory.
Tem que estar no inventário. Não pode estar no banco. Tem que estar no inventário. E o sistema vai te alertar se for algo que não esteja no seu inventário.
In the case where you equip a build where you have missing things, it just will skip those particular items.
Se você não tá com ele, então você tem que... Ele vai tentar equipar o resto, mas tem algumas coisas que estão faltando. Ele vai te avisar.
Your Mundus Stone effect is not saved by the system. So,
o sistema do Mundus não é... Você ainda vai ter que ir lá na casa do Nato e mudar o Mundus Stone. Viu, galera? Não adianta, o Mundus não muda. Muda lobisomem, vampiro e tal, mas Mundus não salva. Por quê? Não sei. Vai ver algum bug não deixa, senão... Todo mundo vai ter dois, né? A gente já tinha falado.
more slots.
Se você quiser comprar mais, são por personagem, tá, galera? Lógico. Você acha que ia ser Você pode comprar slots na Crown Store. Você pode ter 10 builds diferentes.
And finally, you'll notice again, I said some people are probably thinking to themselves, wait a minute, it's a furnishing, it's in my house. Yeah, you have to go to your house to switch
Você tem que ir para sua casa para poder mudar o build.
You get the Armory Assistant.
Aí você vai ter um Armory Assistant.
He is a grizzled orcish veteran of countless
é um novo NPC que você vai poder comprar, que você vai poder chamar ele e trocar de build, tá ligado?
So this guy provides all of the benefits of the armory in the field. So, and not only that, but your allies, just like with the banker and the merchant assistants, your allies, when you pull this guy out, your allies can use him as well to manage their builds.
E os aliados vão poder usar ele também para mudar os builds. Tem uma limitação com ele. Ele não vai para Cyrodiil, né? Nem Battleground.
Yes. So specifically, we do not allow you to interact with the Armory system or the Armory Assistant if you're in a PvP activity.
Se tiver uma atividade PvP, óbvio, né? Battleground não dá, Cidade Imperial.
If you are in a timed leaderboard activity, such as a trial or an arena,
se tiver num trial ou numa arena, você também não vai poder mudar dentro da atividade. Se você estiver fora do mapa, é pra você não roubar dentro, né? Ficar fazendo builds para certo boss.
There's a couple edge cases where we need to make sure that things didn't go wonky. If you're in the middle of doing the vampire or werewolf quest,
se estiver no meio do quest de lobisomem ou vampiro, ele não vai estar disponível também, porque pode bugar.
So, but that's it. That's the armory system. This thing
provavelmente vai custar 5.000 crowns, né? E que no PTS não tem preço, lá custa 1 crown. Se o mercador e o banqueiro custa 5.000 crowns, esse bagulho vai custar 5.000 crowns. Sim, né? Então, você vai ter que ter o negócio na casa, o Armory Station, você bota na tua casa. Aí você vai ter 2 slots, você pode ter 2 builds salvo. Se quiser destrava até mais 8 builds, 10 builds no total. E se você quiser trocar sem precisar voltar para casa e escolher, você tem que ir ter um assistente que é o Armory Assistant.
The Armory Station that goes in your house, that is free.
Armory
Station,
você vai ganhar gratuito. Vai estar gratuito para todo mundo comprar.
It's kind of like what we did with Imperial City, the DLC. It's like that DLC is free for all players.
Então é gratuito para todo mundo. O Armory Station, você tem que pegar no Crown Store para poder botar na casa. O Armory Station, o mercador da facilidade de você poder usar em qualquer lugar, sem precisar ir para casa, você tem que pagar. Entendeu?
Very cool.
Assim, Vlad, você pode ter um build que você tá vampiro, tipo a Talenkra, a minha Neko. Tem um build que ela tá vampiro estágio 3 e com, sei lá, mágica. E aí eu salvo um outro build que ela tá curada do vampirismo com equipamento de healer pra ir fazer trial, tá ligado? Eu posso trocar e aí a versão salva, ela tá 0 vampirismo. Quando ela transforma, pega o vampirismo full. Entendeu? É isso. E aí, cavaleira, beleza?
Oh yeah, that looks great. Oh god, yeah, it looks really nice and clean.
Yep.
Well, there we go.
Yeah, we good.
Entries are going.
We good.
Eu quero ganhar também.
If you want to try and win, we have an Alienware gaming keyboard, mouse, and an extra large mouse pad. Go ahead and type in Armory is awesome. So the way you spell Armory, because I see some European spellings coming in, extra U's is
O-U, yeah.
A-R.
The proper way to spell.
A-R-M-O-R-Y. There's no U in our Armory, at least. So actually, you can see it on the screen in Rob's UI. Armory.
Sim, se você quiser, vai poder. Se você quiser usar os dois builds.
Sorry, European and Australian.
Tá vampiro no último level de vampirismo.
US spells it correctly, right?
Beleza. 4º nível de vampirismo. Aí você, troquei. Aí você vira lobisomem. Cura do vampiro. Entende? É como se fosse duas versões do personagem.
Or is that still TBD?
Só que o Mundus Stone não salva.
Yeah.
Beleza, mudei aqui. Agora deixa eu mudar o Mundus.
That sounds player testable, yeah.
Yeah, sounds player testable.
I like it.
I've just been playing in Pilgrim's Rest. It's so much fun playing around with the builds.
It is kind of nice, and it'll be so nice not to have to like
Olha o cachorro passando atrás do
your
Rich.
little CP stars and everything. The fact that that just saves automatically is going to be a huge.
Sim, Durval, além de ter isso, né? Desse novo sistema de Armory também vai ter o sistema de Sky Shard nos mapas.
And again, this is
you're right.
The Armory Station is going to be free. You just have to obtain it in the Crown Store, and that's going to all platforms with update. God, I keep saying 23 for some reason. Update 32. How many times did I say that in this stream? Golly.
And in all the pre-meetings.
I don't know what it is. I mean, I know what it is, but God, now I'm just going to smack my mic here. So again, we are running a giveaway right now for some Alienware items. We have this giveaway is for the keyboard, the mouse, and the mouse pad. So we're going to draw a winner really soon. The keyword is Armory is awesome, all one word. Everyone in chat is excited for the Armory. And they also want to win some Alienware stuff.
Yeah, between the Armory and the item set drop, the curated item set drop, that's two really exciting things.
It is, yeah.
Plus all the other cool stuff. You know, DLSS is in there. We've got, you know,
DLSS,
this is a
DLA.
Big quality of life update,
Yes.
Esse negócio de poder pegar os gear sem ter que ficar fazendo a mesma coisa 300 milhões de vezes.
Build videos and streams. Now they can just prep all of that ahead of time and just go boop. Okay, we're going to look at this one now. And now we're going to look at this one now and do it more quickly.
It's going to be great,
It's going to be really nice.
Yeah. I feel happy for them. Okay, well, if you didn't get your entry in, just locked it. So hopefully you did. I'm going to go ahead and draw a winner. This is for the Alienware keyboard, mouse, and mouse pad.
Quem vai ganhar?
Sorry, I couldn't tell if that was a L or an I. Zelina 666.
Zelina 666.
Congratulations.
Congratulations to you. We will message you probably on Monday and get your information. Zelina 666. Just won yourself some really cool Alienware stuff.
Vai ver, tinha algum exploit com mundos, tá ligado? Você pegava 2, 3, 4 mundos diferentes.
I think so.
Yeah, PTS on Monday.
Mas você podia pegar um build e usar Twice Born Star com 2 mundos Stone. Aí você trocava para outro, ficava com o efeito dos mundos.
The PC patch will be in. Yeah, the PC patch will be in the morning, and then PTS patch is usually up a little later in the day.
Yeah, they have some work to do, but don't forget with the both the PC and the console patch, PC Monday, console Wednesday, we are going to try those battleground changes. So for the time being, you can only queue for deathmatch modes.
Vai ser só deathmatch no Battleground, né? Eu falei sobre isso no último ESO Notícias. E vai segunda-feira começar no PC, quarta-feira nos consoles. Quem não sabe do que se trata tem no YouTube. Segunda-feira vai estar disponível o PTS no PC e também as notas de patch. Provavelmente eu vou fazer lendo nota de patch e reagindo, né?
Okay, I'm going to say it. So, when Rob was talking through the combat preview, saw a lot of people asking about dark conversions. What's going on with that item set?
Got it.
Sobre o set.
Coming to that item set. So
e vai ter umas mudanças. Vai estar no patch notes.
4 patch notes for that one. So
in the PTS notes.
In the PTS notes, not in the live notes.
In the PTS, yeah, not in the preview.
Okay.
Yes. So we have seen everybody's feedback. We wanted to kind of
não vai pro PTS, eles já vão
gather up some data, kind of see what's going on. So we do have some adjustments coming.
Eles vão fazer uns ajustes e provavelmente vai desligar ele, não funcionar durante o tempo.
Today. So, thank you to Rich and to Rob and of
course Thank you, Cavaleira.
A preview of the Deadlands DLC.
Já pensou?
Thank you, guys.
Monday, we will be back October 1st for our big,
Dia 1º de outubro vai ter o stream de final de ano.
So we'll be doing a I'll just say we'll do a stream and a post show. Like we did similar to last year. So,
igual o ano passado que eles fizeram um stream mostrando o jogo e depois final do ano, né, do final da stream.
Yep, have a great weekend, and we hope you are as excited. Goodness, words. We hope you're as excited about all of this as we are.
For sure.
Tá vendo que vocês estão empolgados.
Thank you. Bye bye.
Muito obrigado. Adeus. Beijo. Me liga. Então é isso, galera. Então para quem perdeu, mudanças, né? Grandes mudanças que vão ter no jogo. Quando você for dropar as coisas agora, ele vê o que você já tem dropado e só dropa coisas que você não tem ainda. Esse novo sistema esperado por tanta gente aí, para mitigar um pouco o marrento do RN Jesus, né? Outra coisa que a gente vai ter sistema de Armory também disponível, que você vai poder ter na casa gratuito, mas o assistente tem que ser pago. Então você que tá com crowns aí, guarda os crowns para comprar o assistente. Que mais? Coisas novas para pôr na casa. Vai ter DLSS e DLAA, né? O ESO foi escolhido como um dos maiores jogos do mundo, né? E com maior público. O ESO foi escolhido como um dos primeiros a testar essa nova tecnologia aí da ZeniMax, que é o DLAA, né? Uma grande recompensa aí pro ESO, que é um desses maiores jogos, maior MMORPG atuais aí, que basicamente é o Deep Learning Anti-Aliasing também. E segunda-feira vamos ter Patch Notes novo e a gente confere por lá, né? Muito obrigado a todo mundo aí que assistiu, viu as mudanças, né? Como sempre. A galera que me acompanha, também os carrapatinhos, que fica tudo mudinho, mas, né, na hora do... Aí a tradução do Panda presta, né? Tô ligado. E amanhã não, hoje tem mais coisas mais tarde, beleza? No mesmo horário, mesmo Panda canal, 10 horas da noite a gente se vê. Valeu! Não vai ser Guild Wars 2? Hã? Não vai ser o WoW? Como assim? Oi? Não entendi. Valeu, galera. Até mais tarde. Fui.